Welcome back to another deep dive. Today, we're taking a journey into a really powerful novel, Elif Shafak's The 40 Rules of Love. We've gone through it to pull out, the essential insights. Think of this as a curated look at this, well, truly transformative book. Our mission, really, is to extract those key nuggets of wisdom and share them directly with you.
It's a great choice. The 40 Rules of Love is, it's this beautiful fusion. You've got Sufi wisdom, deep love, and this profound journey of self-discovery all woven together.
For anyone maybe not familiar, Sufism.
Right. So Sufism is generally understood as a mystical branch within Islam. The focus is very much on a direct personal experience of God, mainly through love and devotion. It's spiritual poetry, certain practices. And this book is really much more than just a story. It feels more like an experience, something that invites you to look inward.
So, okay, let's unpack this a bit. The novel has this really interesting structure, doesn't it? These two parallel stories. It's almost like two rivers flowing side by side.
Right.
On one hand, you get transported way back 13th century. You're watching the spiritual friendship unfold between Rumi and this, well, enigmatic wandering dervish, Shams of Tabriz.
And a dervish, just for clarity, is essentially a kind of mystic, often wandering, pursuing a spiritual path outside conventional structures.
Right. And Shams just arrives in Rumi's life.
Yeah.
Like this, I don't know, force of nature.
Mm-hmm.
And he completely transforms Rumi, turns him from this, respected scholar into the mystical poet of love and surrender that we know today.
Yeah, and what's particularly fascinating here is how the narrative then flips, doesn't it? It jumps forward to our time, the modern day.
Like Ella.
We meet Ella Rubinstein. She's 40, kind of stuck in this pretty unfulfilling marriage, and her life starts to subtly unravel, but also transform as she reads this manuscript about Rumi and Shams.
Yeah.
And this juxtaposition and Shafak connecting these timelines, it really emphasizes that theme of spiritual awakening, self-discovery, how it echoes across centuries.
So the insight from the past can really impact the present.
Profoundly. It can act as a catalyst for change right now.
And you see that with Ella. As she reads, she slowly starts to, well, wake up to love, to truth, and maybe the biggest thing, to her own voice. Her journey reading the manuscript, it directly mirrors her internal transformation.
Exactly. It really shows how profound change can start simply, just by letting external wisdom, maybe from a book, reflect and activate something inside us.
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting, I think. At the heart of the book are the 40 rules.
Yes.
These are Shams of Tabriz's teachings, right? And they appear throughout the novel almost like these hidden jewels.
That's a lovely way to put it, hidden jewels.
They're these timeless spiritual principles.
Right.
They touch on love, God, the ego, silence, pain, transformation. They really are the philosophical backbone of the whole thing.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, what these rules really do is encapsulate Shams' central teaching, which is that the true path to the divine, to God, it's through pure, honest, almost burning love.
Not rituals or fear.
No, not primarily rituals or fear, although devotion has its place. It's about love. And the book portrays this divine love as something that's often, well, uncomfortable.
Right.
It breaks us, it shapes us, and ultimately it awakens us. How? By destroying what Sufi teachings often call the nafs, the lower self, the ego driven by worldly things.
Okay, the naps.
Yeah, and freeing the soul. So the key insight here, maybe, is that real spiritual growth often isn't about comfort. It's about courageous surrender, letting that discomfort break down the ego.
That's powerful. It really challenges our usual ideas about growth, doesn't it?
It does.
Let me share one rule, rule #18. This one really stuck with me. Try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you. Just, sit with that for a second. The surrender in that simple sentence.
It's profound.
These rules, they offer such a different perspective. They push us to embrace life's flow, not fight it. So what does this all mean in terms of Shafak's craft? How does she bring these deep ideas to life?
Well, her writing style itself is quite poetic, isn't it? It feels simple on the surface, but it's layered with emotion and spiritual depth. Almost musical.
It is. And that unique narrative structure you mentioned, multiple narrators, different timelines, perspectives always shifting, you'd think it would be confusing, but it flows surprisingly smoothly.
Yeah, you never feel lost.
No. Now, this raises an important question, though. Some critics, they sometimes say the book can feel a bit maybe too repetitive or idealistic.
I've heard that.
Right. But is it meant to be a straightforward narrative? I think it's crucial to see it less like a plot-driven thriller or a typical romance.
And more like?
More like a mirror. It's inviting you, the reader, to find your own reflection in its pages. For example, her simple language often repeats motifs like the river or the desert, giving this lyrical depth.
Okay, so it's not just plot.
No. And maybe without an open heart, some of the deeper messages might not land. It asks for participation, not just passive reading. I like that idea of the mirror. It definitely fosters empathy. You feel connected to everyone, even the flawed characters. It's about seeing the universal human stuff through this, well, different, more spiritual lens.
Exactly.
So why does this deep dive, why does this book matter to you listening right now? I think in a world that often pushes us towards external things, status, likes, control, the 40 Rules of Love calls us back to the essence of being human.
Each is.
Love. But crucially, not the Hollywood kind of love, not that idealized romance. This is the Sufi type of love.
Which means?
It's about losing yourself, completely letting go of that ego, the nafs, only to truly find your deeper self, your soul.
Well said. And it powerfully reinforces Rumi's timeless message, which comes through so clearly in the book. The universe is within us.
Right.
And God, or the divine, isn't just found in mosques or temples or specific places. It's found specifically in hearts that love.
Because the potential impact is huge.
It can be life-changing, yes. But, like we've been saying, it really requires you to let it enter your heart, not just analyze it with your mind.
It's not about easy answers then.
Definitely not. It won't just hand you answers on a plate, but it will guide you to ask the right questions, the important questions for your own journey.
So, final thoughts. Should you read this book? My take is, absolutely. But maybe don't just read it.
Feel it.
Exactly. Feel it. Reflect on each rule. Maybe even, you write them down, keep them somewhere you can see them. Because that wisdom, it can genuinely shift how you think. I'd especially recommend it if you're feeling, I don't know, a bit stuck, lost, disconnected. It's like an invitation to find your inner compass again.
And maybe a final thought to leave you with, something to mull over as you continue your own journey. It builds on everything we've discussed. It's Rumi's profound line from the book, "What you seek is seeking you."
What you seek is seeking you. Something to reflect on. Until next time, keep exploring, keep reflecting, and keep walking your own path.